Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In the name of Allah, the most beneficent and the most merciful. Dear student, in the previous two lectures we discussed about the set introductions and set representations and related exercise we have done. Now today, lecture number 3, pertaining on the some related more information about the set, and mostly here in previous lecture I explained that certain definitions like empty set, null set, finite set, infinite set. I did explain equivalent set, non-equivalent set, equal, not equal set, singleton set. These definitions I explained in my previous lecture number 2. Now today I am going to start the exercise related with the same definitions. 1.3 exercise. Let us see the page number 11, exercise 1.3 in your book. Dear student, here I am going to start the exercise 1.3. Question number 1. Which of the following set is the empty set? Now, first we must concentrate. Definition of the empty set. A set containing no element is called the empty set. Now here the statement we will study, and then we have to concentrate. Is there possibility for any number, for any value? If it is, then we will say it is not empty set. Otherwise, if there's no any imagine about the value or element, then we will say that it is the empty set. Now, dear student, in that part number 1, I'm going to state that the set of the whole numbers less than 1. Dear student, whole number start from the 0 and the value less than 1 is also 0. So the resultant set will contain the value 0. 0 is also considered an element. So the given set is not empty set. A non-empty set that I have also put the particular reason also there that why it is not empty set, because it consists the element 0. Dear student, here I would like to explain the question number 2, the set of the English alphabets between U and V. Understood? Very, very simple. Now we know that the letter between U and V, there's no any letter. There's not any letter. Means we have a nothing. We have nothing. So that's why resultant set will be considered, or exactly it is empty set. That I have written with complete information also for your kind information here. Now the set of vowels other than A and O. The vowel letters A, comma, E, comma, I, comma, O, comma, U. Other than it means except. Means the remaining, the letters we have tried here, which will belongs to the set of the vowel letters. And the letter that A and O that is given here, the given letters or values we will not write, but the remaining 3 letters will be the part of the resultant set. So that's why it is not empty set. Right? Now the part number 4, the set of natural numbers less than 1. Here, point note. Natural numbers start from the 1. And the value that we have to take, it is less than 1. Less than 1 is the 0, but 0 is not a part of an mentioned set, natural number. Okay. So the resultant set will be empty set. Dear student, for number 5, the set of the even numbers which are called odd numbers. Not still possible. There's not such number. There's no particular number. There's not any value that we can consider even as well as odd. No. So that's why it is the empty set. Dear students, we are going to express the question number 2. Separate the finite and infinite number. I want to recall the previous point. Finite, I said, whose members are countable. Infinite, whose members are not countable. Right? So there is a question. Let set A consisting of the word hula hula. Now hula hula, when you separate the values as we did in a banana, as we did in a naughty boy. So in set definitions, it is also mentioned that no same element will repeat. It will be written color bracket. So okay, right. Now here we have the option. We can count the letters in a word hula. That's why it is the finite set. The set of natural numbers. Now natural numbers, we know that they start from the 1, 2 and so on. But no last element is defined here. That's why very kind information for you, dear student, that this mentioned set, the set of natural number, is an infinite set. For that set B, for the set B, it is finite. But when we come to the set C, is number of days in a year. Dear student, we can count the number of days, 365 and so on. Okay, so it is countable, finite set. Set D is equal to Islamic month. Okay, Islamic, there are the 12 Islamic months. Means we can imagine, we can find the number of the months, 12. Okay, finite set. Dear student, here the set E, here is to be, it is given in a tabular form, and in the last lecture, I also explained that in tabular form, last element is not given, and in the descriptive form, the strength is not mentioned. The last element is not mentioned. So that's why infinite set. Dear students, in the set G, even also it is in a tabular form, but last element is not mentioned. So that's why it will be also infinite set. So now, thank you very much. We have finished the question number 2 from the exercise 1.3. Now I have a question number 3. And in question number 3, we have the comparison about the equivalent set and non-equivalent set. Dear student, equivalent set means the quantity of the number will be equal, but they should not be identical. They should be not same. If they are same and strength is same, quantity is same, it means they are equal set. So dear students, here one point to be noted, that if the two sets have the same strength, but they are not identical, they are equivalent, otherwise non-equivalent. Dear students, here the pair of the two sets, that in first set A, we have the 2 elements, but in the set second B, we have the 3 elements. So that's why first consists of 2 elements, second consists of the 3 elements. So that's why difference of the 1 element exists there, which is non-equivalent. Dear students, here part number 2, set A consists of 2 elements, set B consists of 2 elements, but not necessary condition that they should be identical. No, their strength is same, the quantity of the same, number of the elements is same. So that's why it is the equivalent set. In third part, we have the 4 elements. Okay, in the correspondent set B also consists of the 4 elements. Okay, not necessary condition that they should be same, but they are equal. Quantity is equal. So that's why set A and B are the equivalent set. In fourth part, 0, set A consists 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. means total elements are 5. And in the second set, also total elements are 5. Now, because of the 0 in 5, these sets cannot be considered equal set, but because of their difference, they are considered equivalent set because the number of the elements in both sets are equal. Dear students, part number 5, A set consists set of vowel letters and set B consists of L, comma, M, comma, N, comma, O. In first set, we have the 5 members. In the second set, that is the B, we have the 4 elements L, M, N, O. So that's why these sets are considered non-equivalent sets. Okay. Dear students, in the part number 6, A is equal to the set of 4 natural numbers and B is equal to the set of the 3 wild animals. Okay, quantity mentioned. First set, quantity 4. Second, 3. Okay, very, very clear that the mentioned sets are the non-equivalent sets. Now, dear students, in the 7th part, I have a set number 8. The set of the 5 rivers. Quantity 5. Okay. The colors of the set of colors in Pakistan. Okay. We are very familiar with the colors of the Pakistan flag. Our national flag has 2 colors. Means quantity 2. In first quantity 4. So that's why the answer non-equivalent set. Dear student, here the question number 5. In question number 5, I have which of the following pair of the sets are equal? Dear students, in equal set, we have the 2 segments. We have the 2 conditions. First condition is strength or number of the elements or number of the members must be equal. And second, those elements must be same or identical. Same or identical. 2. Number 1, their strength or quantity or number of the elements or members must be same. Otherwise, second, that they should be same or identical. Then we can say the mentioned sets or given sets we can call the equal sets. Dear students, otherwise they are not equal sets. They are not equal sets. Here I have the question A part. We have the A, comma, B, comma, C, comma, D, comma. And in the mention, in the corresponding, in the second set, set B, we have the same elements, but we don't have the proper order. And in the previous lecture, I told you that order has no importance. Order don't make any difference. Order don't make any problem. Okay? If there's no order, but it can be said. Here, both sets have the same elements, same number of the elements, so that's why they are equal sets. Second part, dear students, in the second part, I have the set A, and it consists of the 5 elements. It consists of 5 elements. Now here, after comma, we will start the next element. Comma, just indicate, just show us the separation. So here in first value, if you 1 plus 1, 1, 1 plus 1, 2, 1 plus 2, 3, 1 plus 3, 4, 1 plus 3, 4, 5. Okay, and you compare them, means the elements of the second set B. When you compare them with the set of A, you will see the same result. Quantity same, they are same. Quantity same, they are identical. So that's why they are equal sets. Dear students, here number 3, we have a problem. In set A, no, but in set B, the same element will repeat from the result. So when 6 minus 2, 4. Okay, 5 minus 1, 4. When same element repeat, it will not satisfy the condition of the set. It will not satisfy the condition of the set. So that's why when the given set don't satisfy the condition, we can't compare it. We can't compare it. So that's why there is not any possibility of the comparison. We cannot say, but first it should be said. When it is not said, we don't have need to proceed further. Dear students, so that's why I've written here. Question number 5, it is also, I hope that you will understand. In the previous questions also, we were given 2 sets and then we have certain questions for true false and we have to compare each segment with the given sets. Now A is the subset of B. Very easy that before going to start the question, we must have the idea subset. Subset is the relation between 2 sets. When all the values of set A are present in set B, but certain values of set B are not in set A, we can see that A is the subset while B is the superset. Here, we will check, are the elements of set A are present in set B? Yes, in B. When you see, no. See, there is the element A in set A that is not in set B. So we will say false. Similarly, C is the subset of B. It is also false. And also second false. And remaining questions are also by the same way, dear student. It is the part of work that I leave for you to do it. Inshallah, hope you will. I hope. Dear students, here the object exercise 3. Here are the few questions. Question number 1, 2, and 3 questions. First question, we have the definition that we have already mentioned in the first lecture. Define the set. Set, collection of the well-defined and distinct object is called set. Set is represented in a curly bracket, and after that, sets are denoted by the capital. Values inside the set are called the member or elements of the set. Dear students, the question number 2, what is meant by the symbol that is written here? First of all, it is the Greek letter and it means an element of or a member of or belongs to. These 3 statements possessing the same meaning, they can be used in the questions. Dear students, here we are asked to name the forms of describing set. Forms of describing set I did in the lecture number 2. There are 2 forms of describing set. Number 1, descriptive form, to define, to explain, to state the set by using the property in the form of a statement. In the form of a statement, it's in a word form. In a word, like the set of the natural number, set of whole number, set of even number, set of odd number, like that, but in a word form. By using the words you will use. You are using the statement. Dear student, that is called the descriptive form. After that, we have a tabular form. It possesses the number one, set name, important. Number 2, curly bracket. Number 3, each element will be separated. Each element will be separated by placing the comma. It is called the tabular form. It means that there are the 2 forms of this. There are the 2 forms to describe a set in this level. And I have put their definitions also in the given lecture here. Dear students, here I have a question number 4. In question number 4, we are told, what do you mean by the distinct? Very simple. Distinct means individual, different, or no same element will come more than one time. Okay. Means it will not come two times. It means the distinct. Dear students, here fill in the blanks. They are 18 and they are also from your previous exercise. And here one correspondence cannot be developed between dash sets, not non-equivalent set. Dash means a specific property of an object that enables us to be an element of a set or not. That is the well-defined. That is the well-defined. Well-defined means we can understand, we can have a very immediate or quick approach for their learning. Dear student, here dash set is also known as null set, empty set. Here the sample dash is used for two sets, non-equivalent set. Take the correct option. Take the correct option. To represent the two equal sets, we use the sample. Option number D, sign of equality. Number 2, to represent the empty set, we use the sample. That is the option number C. And it is also pronounced as we can name like 5. Okay. Third, if A set is equal to set of vowels, then U is the belongs to set A, and option number C is the right option. And after that, here are the two sets. We have to see what kind of the relation they have. Dear student, here the option number E is the right option. Option number E, because it is the subset of A. I would like to say this option E is the right option. Dear student, given set consists of one element, so that's why singleton set option number B is right. To represent the equivalent sets, we have the option number D. Dear students, I hope, inshallah, by the grace of Allah Almighty, I hope that you have got the maximum benefit from the lecture number 3. And I will say that if you have any problem, you will share with us. We are at your service and we welcome your comments. Inshallah, we will meet in the next lecture. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.